Hey folks, this is Vincent Adeli with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Decorum, a game of passive-aggressive cohabitation. This game supports 2 to 4 players. It's for ages 13 and up, and the average play time is 30 to 45 minutes. This is another one of those cozy reviews that we do. Excuse the mess. We've got cords and vacuums and everything else. But anyway, yeah, we were playing some Decorum, and this was suggested by Ida Lee. And, you know, I don't mind playing this, but we'll get into that in a little bit. What is Decorum about? Well, first of all, spoilers. There are a set of, like, I guess, levels in this game. There's 2-player levels. This whole packet is for 2 players. And if we come over here to the box, there's like special unwrappable missions for once you get past a certain scenario for 2 players. And you've got like 3 and 4 player scenarios here as well. There are box dividers here, but they don't really slide in very well, and they just fall down. I don't know. They don't work. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. But anyway, Decorum is a game, and again, spoilers. We did level 3 rock and roll, and the object of this game is we are going to be like roommates. We get a setup card. You open up the envelope, you get a setup card, and it tells you how to set up the house initially. Okay, then each person will privately get one of these. I will get this one, for example, and she'll get this one. On my card is a set of goals that I have to try and complete without really revealing what they are verbally. I have to make changes to the house to try and fill these needs. At the same time, she's going to be doing the same thing. And we both can't tell each other what we're shooting for, okay? Unless we have a heart-to-heart, which I'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, each turn, each round in the game typically consists of, and there's 30 rounds. There's 1 through 15, and then it loops back around 15 through 30. But every round, player 1 will take an action. And then player 2 will take an action, and then the round advances. That's it. An action consists of adding a new object to the house from the supply over here, or removing an object from the house back into the supply, or swapping an object directly. So you could swap a yellow painting, for example, with this green painting. So you can do that. You can't like take away the green painting, then change the lamp or add something. It has to be the same object. And then you can also change the wall color. So you can go from blue to red or green to whatever, you decide. And as far as the different things that you can pick, I'm going to just turn it this way. Thank you. So you've got lamps in this row, you've got curios in this row, you've got wall paintings, hangings in this row, and then you've got the style, which is modern, antique, retro, and unusual, yes. And that is important because a lot of these keywords, for example, this house must contain each retro object of these types at least once. So you have to observe both the color and the style in order to complete your card. Okay, that's the gist of it. And as far as the rest of it's concerned, this is the rule book. It's fairly lengthy. One thing I didn't talk about was hearts to heart. There's 3 of these heart to heart tokens here. And on rounds 15, and then 20, and then 25, that's why these hearts are labeled the way they are. The hearts are on the circle here because this is round 15. You get your first one then. Then when you loop back around and get to 20, which is underneath, right next to the 19, there's a 20. That's heart to heart right there. And then you have another one at 25. So you have 3 heart to hearts. And during the heart to heart, you can reveal to your partner one of your clues. Just openly say what it is, and that'll help you with the whole thing. And then the whole goal is hopefully you've completed your cards before round 30 is done. And then there's some scoring if you want to do that. Idly and I typically play without the scoring because we're here just to play a cooperative game. We're very casual that way. This is one of those games where like I don't see us winning or losing. This is just spending time together to complete a puzzle. That, the same way couples would do a jigsaw puzzle together. This is a logic puzzle involving a house and some objects to put in that house.
And passive-aggressive talking, cohabitation.
Cohabitation, indeed. Yes. So, Idly, you really like this game.
This is one of my favorite top 5 board games.
Please explain.
I don't know. I love a good logic puzzle, and doing it with a partner and trying not to tell your clue or your clues. It's really fun trying to like role play and say, oh, I love that color, but can I suggest this, or this, you have a terrible eye for lamps, let me swap this out, or I don't know, something silly like that. But I love the puzzle aspect, and I love correcting someone's work, I guess, and I love when I get corrected too, because you're just trying to solve a puzzle. It's really fun.
Right, because our goals will typically sometimes overlap, so you have to find different ways to satisfy both, because there are ways to solve one but not the other one, so they will clash until you find a way to arrange this to that the two conditions here can be met on the board. It takes some doing. For example, I was trying to get this blue painting and this blue room together, like this paint. I had it down here, but she kept changing it to yellow. I'm like, well, if I can't do that, I'm going to try up here, and hopefully she doesn't like mess with that either. So it's a matter of like moving things around the house. And I did mention this earlier, but whenever someone takes an action, you cannot like openly comment. Like, you can't give too much away. You can say, I really like that, or I really don't like that, or I'm okay with this. Those are your vague answers with regards to what you could possibly say when someone takes an action. So you are going to be sort of fighting sometimes, jockeying for position until finally you meet a middle ground somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what this game is.
And there's some sort of strategy here too, where you kind of have to pay attention to what the other person is doing, because if they choose to remove something and not swap it with something else, that means that they don't want an item in that room. So then you kind of have to finagle what items they want or don't want in certain rooms. And I love when that takes into play those little kinds of puzzles or whatever. So how does the scoring work though?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't? I don't know.
All right. Well, if we look at the rulebook real quick, I mean, I don't care. It just says, if you'd like to know how well you and your partner did, you can check your score. Gain 3 points for every condition that was met from both players' condition cards. If every condition was met, you also gain 2 points for every heart token on the left side of the round. Meaning those heart-to-hearts that you did not spend. Okay. So, yeah, basically you're shooting for a high score. But as I already pointed out, it's like I play this game to spend time with her.
He says this because he missed a clue, and
I do this right. See, okay. Here's the thing. Decorum is a cool game, but it's not. It's
not a try-hard game.
It's not my kind. It's not a game that I would sit here and really put my serious game face on for. If I was playing chess or Splendor or some other engine builder or some other strategy game, then I would worry more about getting things right or wrong. With this game, it's like my goal is to spend time with her. And if I get something wrong, I don't care.
Yeah. So this begs the question then. Do you like this? Would you rather play this, or would you rather do a jigsaw puzzle with me?
I would rather play this because this is a step up from a jigsaw puzzle.
Really? Oh,
I would rather pull my own teeth out of my mouth and play a jigsaw puzzle.
My jigsaw puzzles are not that bad. They're not that bad, really.
They're boring.
They're not.
They're boring.
Okay.
They're boring. Absolutely boring. I'm a chess player. I like thinking. I like strategy. Jigsaw I don't want to sit there for 4 hours. Is this piece fit here? Yep, it fits.
Don't bang on it if it doesn't fit. If it doesn't fit nicely, then it doesn't belong.
That's
there.
gonna bruise.
Yeah.
Well, I bruise easily, so expect a bruise there. Anyway, so yeah, Decorum. So here's the thing. Decorum is a well put together game.
Yes.
I recommend it for couples or friends to play It does support 3 or 4 players, and there is a lot of content in the box here. Stuff I haven't even gotten to yet, and scenarios for 2 players that we haven't gotten to yet. That is all good. I'm only going to say that it's not a game that I take seriously.
Yeah.
And I don't think you should. I mean, some people I can see playing this, they're sweating round 29. Oh, we better get this or we're gonna lose. No, to me, there are so many other games that can do that. Whereas this one is more, to me, a casual romp with your partner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's my take on it. But it's an opinion. Anyone can have an opinion.
And it's not a table hog. So it's just something you can pull out anytime and, play.
Yep.
What is the 4-player variant? Is there a 4-player variant?
There is. So past the scoring here,
wow.
There are rules for 3 and 4 players, but I couldn't tell you what they are because there's only 2 of us living in this house.
True.
I've never really read the rules for that.
Okay.
But typically you can find PDFs of rule books online. So if you're so inclined, Google Decorum rules PDF on Google, and you should be able to find the rules. This game has been out for a while, a couple of years, I think. So at least. So you can find it easily if you're interested.
I think it's a great game that resonates with women, honestly.
What is that?
The decorative aspect, passive aggressiveness that we are.
Now you're venturing into dangerous territory.
Sorry, I'm just saying. Hey,
Okay.
I'm just saying. That's what we excel
as
at.
a traditional Puerto Rican woman, this is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Traditional. I gotta emphasize traditional. So anyway, getting away from that subject, Decorum. I recommend this game. I like it, but it's not a game I play this when I want to spend time with her without hurting my brain with another game.
Yeah. He plays this when I mention this game.
She has to mention it.
Yeah. He plays it if I ask to play it.
Yes.
Basically.
Pretty much. But I still enjoy the experience nonetheless. So any other final thoughts before we head out?
Nothing. Just keep an eye out for Fog of Love next. Okay. This is Vincent Idley. Thanks for watching. He's extremely excited about it.
I love it. Mm-hmm. I like Fog of War as well, but it is
Fog of War.
Did I say what I said? The way I play it, it's Fog of War.
He wants it to be Fog of War. It's Fog of Love.
I need to make that board game before someone else does. This is Vincent Idley. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.